Here is a rundown on the most important career advice you'll ever hear with Harvard Business School's #1 professor, featuring Alison Wood Brooks by Mel Robbins. Mel Robbins is excited to share a conversation with Harvard Business School professor Alison Wood Brooks, who teaches the popular course on negotiation and has a new book called Talk, which summarizes the science of communication.
Professor Brooks shares that the best negotiators are not the tough and rigid ones, but rather those who are great communicators and understand the needs of the other person. She emphasizes that negotiation is not just about getting what you want, but about adding value to the other person.
Mel Robbins highlights that the single biggest factor that determines whether someone gets promoted or paid more at work is their ability to communicate effectively. She notes that research shows that women and minorities often face challenges in getting recognized for their contributions, and that effective communication is key to overcoming these obstacles.
Professor Brooks shares that the most overlooked skill of great leaders is their ability to interact with people and connect with them. She emphasizes that conversation is a superpower that not enough people are taking advantage of, and that it's a skill that can be developed and improved.
Mel Robbins asks Professor Brooks to apply the research to real-life scenarios, such as asking for a raise or landing a dream job.
Professor Brooks advises that instead of going in with a script and trying to persuade the other person, it's better to go in with a learning mindset and try to understand what's valuable to them. She realizes that she gave the wrong advice, telling the fan to focus on her own accomplishments and not to look at salary ranges on Glassdoor. Professor Brooks suggests that instead, the fan should try to understand what's valuable to her boss and what makes her irreplaceable. Professor Brooks emphasizes that the key to being persuasive is not to try to trick or manipulate the other person, but to be authentic and rooted in reality. She suggests that by figuring out what's valuable to the other person and delivering it, you can become invaluable to them.
Mel Robbins notes that this approach is the opposite of what most people do, which is to focus on their own entitlement and rehearse a script. Instead, she suggests that by taking a learning mindset and trying to understand the other person's needs, you can build a stronger relationship and achieve your goals. She emphasizes the importance of understanding what others need and want, rather than just focusing on one's own goals. By asking questions and seeking feedback, individuals can become more valuable contributors to their organization and increase their chances of success.
Brooks suggests that people often make the mistake of going into negotiations with a confrontational attitude, rather than approaching the conversation as a collaborative effort. She advises individuals to ask questions, seek feedback, and try to understand the other person's perspective. This approach can help build trust and create a more positive outcome.
Mel Robbins, the host, shares a personal anecdote about her husband's negotiation strategy, which involves acknowledging the other person's perspective and working together to find a solution.
Brooks agrees that this approach is effective and notes that it's essential to remember that the person on the other side of the negotiation is also human and has their own needs and desires. The conversation also touches on the importance of timing in negotiations. Brooks suggests that it's essential to have a clear understanding of the other person's needs and priorities before making a request. She also emphasizes the importance of being open-minded and willing to listen to feedback. In terms of asking for a raise, Brooks advises individuals to approach the conversation with a clear understanding of their value to the organization. She suggests asking questions like, "What do you need from me to be successful?" and "What are the most important tasks for me to focus on?" This approach can help individuals demonstrate their value and increase their chances of getting a raise. The conversation also highlights the importance of considering non-monetary benefits in negotiations. Brooks notes that factors like work-life balance, relationships with coworkers, and a sense of purpose can be just as important as salary. She encourages individuals to think creatively about what they want to achieve in their careers and to consider a range of options beyond just a raise. By approaching conversations with a collaborative mindset, seeking feedback and understanding the needs of others, individuals can increase their chances of success and achieve their goals. She suggests keeping notes on your accomplishments and sharing them with others, as well as talking to people about your achievements. When it comes to job searching, Brooks notes that many open jobs are not listed, and networking is key. She advises people to focus on building meaningful relationships with others, rather than trying to impress them. Brooks suggests asking questions and showing genuine curiosity about others' work and interests. She also suggests making a callback to something discussed during the conversation to show that you were listening. When asked about how to answer the question, "Tell me about yourself," in an interview, Brooks suggests framing your response by sharing 2 things about your professional experience and 2 things about your personal life. This approach can help you seem more articulate and prepared. Brooks also discusses her research on the physiology of nerves and how to reframe anxiety as excitement. She notes that feeling anxious is a sign that you care about something, and that uncertainty and lack of control are the main causes of anxiety. Brooks suggests that instead of trying to calm down, people should focus on reframing their anxiety as excitement and enthusiasm.
Mel Robbins shares her own experience with using Brooks's research to overcome stage fright and become a successful speaker.
Instead of trying to calm down, Alison Wood Brooks suggests reframing your mindset to focus on the positive aspects of the situation. Instead of thinking, "I'm so nervous," say, "I'm excited," out loud if possible. This simple reframe can change how you behave in the situation and even improve your performance. When you're preparing for a big moment, like a presentation or interview, it's easy to get caught up in negative thoughts and try to calm down. But Brooks says this is a waste of valuable prep time. Instead, use that time to think about the other person and what they need. What are their goals? What does success look like for them? How can you make the conversation go well? This mindset shift can help you perform better and achieve your goals. Brooks also emphasizes the importance of expressing gratitude, especially in situations like job interviews. A simple thank you can go a long way in building relationships and in making a positive impression. And when it comes to negotiation, Brooks suggests flipping the script from trying to prove yourself to prioritizing the other person's needs. What do they want? What can you deliver to them? This approach can lead to more successful outcomes and stronger relationships. The most important lesson Brooks wants to impart is to aim for connection, not perfection. Don't try to prove yourself to others. Instead, focus on delivering value to them. This mindset shift can have a profound impact on your confidence and ability to communicate effectively. And remember, every conversation is an opportunity to make a connection and build a relationship, even if it doesn't go exactly as planned. Brooks uses the metaphor of a string of lights to describe relationships and conversations. The goal is to make each conversation shine a little brighter and to trust that even if some don't go as planned, there are always more opportunities ahead. By focusing on connection and delivering value to others, you can create a brighter, more meaningful career and life. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, and just remember, subscription is only £1 or $1 per month. Leave a comment or review. Until next time, happy listening.